Behold the power of nature, for in its majesty are many mysteries. Among them, the mystery of pie. That's right, pie. It shows up everywhere. You think that it's not around, but it is around. And this time we harness it to score free drinks in this, the 176th episode of Office Hours. That's right, Office Hours, the daily check-in across all 5 fandoms. Modern Rogue, Scam School, X.com, LinkedIn for God's sake, Twitch.tv/Night Attack. I give you to you the current presidents, Brian. Explain to them, Brian. Go.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, past Brian. Hello, you beautiful people. Today's day 176 of Office Hours. Office Hours, of course, is the check-in across all 5 fandoms. And, as always, these are the elites, the Diamond Club, the real ones, the ones who show up, dedicating their time, energy, and effort, baking this experience into their daily routine. And today we continue our trek down memory lane through Scam School. Scam School was the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. Scam School is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And today, we're going to find that rascally weasel, Pie. That's right, Pie. It shows up everywhere. And in this case, as soon as I found out about the mathematical construct of the, Buffon's needle, as always, as you would predict, Brian would think, how can I score a free beer with this? And indeed, this episode was born. Let me see, why is that not showing the whole page? How curious. I wonder if I screwed something up. Whatever. Hold on. We're gonna show this episode in its entirety. Oh, weird. Oh, there it is. I got it. All figured out, or close enough to it. Why not? Here we go. We're going to watch the episode in its entirety, and then I'm going to spill the tea on the behind the scenes. Here we go.
This week, you learn a game of skill that's so fair, they always lose. This episode of Scam School brought to you by your home for domain specs, those evil geniuses at GoDaddy. Hello, I'm Brian Brushwood, and I'm not only the host of Scam School, I'm also a client. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and this week you're going to win anything you want. You're going to win money, you're going to win beer, you're going to come out ahead because we've got a game that looks like a game of skill, but in fact is rigged in your favor. Check it out.
How's it going, Casey?
Casey?
Diana.
Diana?
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie, it's good to meet you guys. I'm going to invent a game. Do you guys ever do that? Just goof around at the bar and invent a game?
Yeah.
I'm going to invent I guess it's a gambling game, a bit of a betting game. And to make everything as fair as possible, you'll notice I'm making these little dots at least 1 full match length apart. Because I want to make this as easy as I can for you guys. I tried to make sure to use only stuff that you'd be able to find at any bar, but this could be a bit of a crafts project if you did it at home. We're gonna play a game where we drop matches. If you're gonna drop a match down from about 2 feet up, would you rather aim to avoid the line or try to aim to hit the line?
Well, there's more space between the lines, so I say between the lines.
You say between the lines, what about you?
Well, they said between the lines, but I say on the line.
You're gonna say on the line? I tell you what, we'll do a team thing. You and me, we'll go for on the line, and they're gonna go for between the lines. Yes.
On the line or just touching the line?
Well, touching, yeah, no, not exactly synchronized, but like that would be on the line, and then this one would be between the lines, right? But you guys are comfortable with your positions, right?
We're good.
Yes, we're good.
Here's what we're gonna do. I tell you what, we'll do 10 at a time, and we'll all take turns. We'll do a buck a match, and here's the deal. You gotta do, and the other team has to judge that you're high enough. You gotta be at least, we'll say 18 inches up, and the goal is to drop it and try to land it. You guys are going for between the lines, and we're gonna go for on the lines. Touching the line is on the line. Because look at how much room you guys have. I mean, seriously, look, you got all this room, and we're just the little tiny lines. So hard to hit the lines.
Bro?
Yeah, that's no. Okay, that's good. Oh yeah, off the board, go again. Did you snort? You just snorted.
She's a
You
snorter.
totally snorted.
She's a snorter.
All right.
It's good to know.
Get up. All right, there you go.
Yeah!
Between the lines. All right, go for it, Diana.
Okay. Is that high enough?
Yeah, that's high enough.
Oh, it's touching.
Oh, it's touching the line.
Really?
All right, here. Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Judges. It's high enough?
Yep. Well done. Here we go. I'm gonna go as well. Oh, one for you guys. All right, keep going.
It's touching.
Well, it's touching that one. It's not touching the line. Oh, 2 more for the good guys. Hey! All right. Oh, that's another. That's a cross. There you go, and I'll do
Oh, that
this.
counts. It's not touching the line.
It is so. It's over the line.
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
All right, we'll wait till the end to judge that one. Oh,
Yes.
good job.
Oh.
I'll call that in for you guys
I
because
think
clearly it
it's
would have
in.
been in.
It's
Yeah.
in.
All right, hold on.
Yay!
Hey. Okay. All right, so let's tally it up. First of all, I guess we'll do the one between the lines. That's you guys. We got 1.
2.
That one's clearly touching.
yeah, it's
that one's
touching.
clearly touching.
Yeah.
Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 not touching the lines. And here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 not touching the lines. So that's $2. So I believe that's $1 for each of us.
I like that.
You're gonna make me put it in my G-string. There we
That's
go.
it.
All right. So let me explain. First of all, 2 things. It may have been fun, but skill had nothing to do with the outcome, and we were destined from the beginning to be the winners. I'll explain how, but first we gotta thank our sponsors. You know the game by now. Here at Scam School, we noticed that domains are so ridiculously cheap through GoDaddy that we've been registering them just to insult our friends. We call it domain smacking, and we just got one from Martin Downs, who registered the domain more addictive than crack.com and pointed it to the World of Warcraft page. Kind of saw that one coming. Don't forget that you can register your domain smack for only $7.
Blah, blah, blah. Or don't. Nobody, you know what? Everyone forgot what codes work or what URLs. But how about that G-string comment, right? So, let's see. Oh, that's right. Did we get a toast before the sponsors? I didn't notice that. Dylan, good catch.
There are 2 things about this rigged game that I think are really interesting. First of all, we take skill out of the equation by making you go this high up. Once you go this high up, there's really no way to skillfully land on either one area or the other. The other thing is the perception that one choice is more fair than the other. You look at this and you see all this real estate in between the lines and you think, oh, well, that's clearly going to be the bigger target, easy to get inside. But in fact, you're far, far more likely to hit one of the lines than avoid them. This is actually an old math puzzle. I know math at the bar is not really fun to bust out, but this is a math puzzle called Buffon's Needles, and the question he had was, if you had a series of lines that were exactly the length of a needle apart, and you randomly dropped needles, what were the odds that it would land completely outside of those lines? And the odds were very weird because they actually turned out to be 2 to pi. You can actually calculate pi by dropping 1,000,000 needles on a grid just like this. And in fact, if you look online, there are actually programs that will simulate dropping random needles, and the more you do it, the more exactly precise pi gets calculated. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I tried using toothpicks with this, but the problem was they were too uniform and they would land flat. But the nice thing about wooden matches is they got this bulbous head at the end that causes a lot of randomness when it lands. So essentially, it's totally random. We act like it's a game of skill and we cheer for our side or their side. You'll notice also that I went crosswise. I used a diagonal here for my lines. Part of that was opposite the corners on the newspaper, so it makes everything look a little more chaotic, and so it also keeps you from lining shots up precisely, because you can, if you get it just right, you can actually land it and increase the odds that they'll land in between the two. You got to make sure that the lines are 1 match length apart the entire way. If you get off of that, then the numbers get all screwy and you can no longer rely on that probability. couple different ways you could play the game too. We played it as a team challenge of dropping one at a time, but you could just as easily say, which is more likely if I dropped a fistful of matches, that they would land in between the lines or they would land touching the lines.
Just one shot?
Just all at once, one
Yeah.
shot. And most people like you guys would say, oh, most of them would land in between. You're like, well, I think most would land on the lines. And you bet a beer on it, you drop them all down, and then you count them up. You got 1, 2, well, that one's touching. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in that case, we come out 5-4, the winner. Isn't that kind of a weird quirk?
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much. That was awesome. Thank you very much, Andrew.
Thank you.
Diana, Casey, you guys are badass. Thanks, guys.
Okay, now give me my $1 back. Thank you.
Don't forget, before you start pulling the match drop, you need to make a practice set at home. You're going to find that different materials bounce differently. You want as random a drop as you can get. If you find that people are actually beating you at the game, it means that something's wrong with the setup of your configuration. You're using the wrong object to drop, you're having them drop it too low, the board's set up with the wrong springiness, who knows? Make sure to troubleshoot it out and figure out what works best for you. Now, I want to hear the stories of how much you guys are making off of this scam, whether it's money, whether it's booze, you tell me. Post them at the boards at revision3.com/scam school. Any questions, or if you want to suggest your favorite bar scam, write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Don't forget, you can find out all the updates about upcoming Scam School episodes at twitter.com/scam school. And if you want to follow my adventures on the road, I'm at twitter.com/schwood. Next episode, we're doing something very different. We're actually going to learn how to train a pony to make cinnamon toast. Man, I love cinnamon toast. But until then, I guess I don't know, have a drink. Couple things when you're working out the match drop. First of all, make the props and try it at home several times. You'll notice that different matches bounce differently. Toothpicks match different from... Oh, I said the wrong words. I guess I'll be making my own. I love cinnamon toast. What's going on, guys?
Are you here for a couple days or is this it?
What's going on?
Oh my God, dude, this is a great one. Very few notes on this one. First of all, you can see that Brian is still really trying to avoid sounding too highfalutin and smart. But what's interesting is the first part where we're doing the trick is when it's most stilted. You can see Brian totally instantly relax as soon as he's speaking extemporaneously about the why and the how of all this. A very instant deflection to, I don't know, math, something. But, hey guys, as you know, these episodes were part of, there we go, I don't have to live react. There we go. These guys were part of a whole batch that were dumped in, so all at once. So where we are, Scam School started not on YouTube. In fact, Revision 3, for a hot minute, thought they were competing with YouTube. So they didn't want their stuff to be on YouTube. But in late 2009, they finally opened a channel for Scam School. And then when they had, they just dumped all of the pre-existing episodes onto that channel. And so as a result, some of that back catalog, like they never had a premiere at the time in 2009. They just sort of burst out all at once. And so some of the back catalog got discovered and had their own viral trajectory, and some of them did not. So we played the guessing game of whether or not, ooh, by the way, if we're refining this, then it would be great to, I wonder if we could have something where all of the guesses come in a visible way and we could all cheer for them as they, that'd be fun. BioCow, as long as I'm just writing checks with your time. This is BioCow's vibe coded tool where we're trying to figure out here. I'll guess the view count. Username, Brybro 2000. Your guess, 314,000. See, pi, right? Submitted my guess. My guess has been submitted. And now we're going to find out. And so other folks... Ooh, it does list live updates. If you scroll down. Hey, there we go. Sixter 4157 BioCow. Wait, hold on. Oh, actually, what I meant BioCow would be cool if it was like a I don't know, like a slot machine, like boosh, boosh, boosh. Something like that would be fun. Sixter 4157 says 56,000. BioCow says 17,800. G James B 12,000. That's Steve Guy 24,500. Cliffhorn at 12,000. Banterat at 34,000. Somebody named Brybro 2,000 with a lot. Magic 51 says 36. Totally not BioCow says 2. You guys all went low. Oh, except for King of Donkeys is taking the over. 314159. Well played. That's good. And the actual number is, wait for it, this is your last chance to get them in. Jonathan Hazlitt says 33,000. Oh no, Curtis Hoffman entered 72,000, but it's not registering for some reason. Oh, and then you know what? I'll put this URL also in the Scam Nation chat so everyone can play over there. There we go. And it's biocow.com/YouTube guesses. So you'll be able to remember that. And the actual number is... Hold on, let me check why this isn't fitting. Did they maybe change the layout of YouTube again? Sometimes they do that. So this is 90%. At 100%, it makes it too small. Interesting. Always tweaking stuff, that YouTube. I don't know how I feel about it. But the important part is the actual number is... What? Oh, no, you can't see. You can't see. Is it 126? Nope. It's 26,000 views. 26,000 views. So that means who's the winner? We'll find that out here shortly. But first, I got to get rid of that. And then we'll go back to... that. Okay, great. Actual views is 26,000, and that means Flying Car 100. Congratulations, Flying Car. You are the winner. Standing belly clap. All right. Well done. And then that means we go on to the part where Brian's going to answer a whole bunch of old comments to make some magic for folks. Y'all can dudes it up. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Hey, I recognize that dragon. There we go. All right. The girl on the other team looked bored when he was telling her how to do it. Oh, wrong thing. Hold on. Let me switch account. Oh, maybe that's why. Oh, maybe that is why everything was formatted weird. Nope. Oh, it was why. I just figured a thing out. Got me. Cool. Girl on the other team looked bored when he was telling her how to do it. She probably was. Math. Am I right? Bride's biggest scam is bringing pie and matches to the bar, yet everyone still leaves without having dessert. It truly is my worst crime. Like a boss, you mean? I'll just heart that. That probability completely broke my brain. The fact that pi shows up in everything in probability is amazing. Yeah. That girl's laugh at 6 minutes. She knows it's over 9,000. Ah. He's a magician. He's allowed to do that. As a magician, you want something to draw attention to you. I assume that's the spikes. Thanks. You got it. 340. Boom. I'll just say hooray. This one could help me more than the wall one, but not as much as thumb cuffs. Ah. How long does it take you to do the hair? 9 minutes. Do I need a fishing license for those spikes? Ha. He spends 9 minutes doing his hair. Thank you. That was obvious. It was obvious. Obvious that you can calculate pi by throwing sticks at a newspaper at a bar. Interesting. Crying, laughing emoji. Save, add, skip. You single-handedly killed Scam School with this comment. I hope you're happy. Right. 1,268 views in. So unfair. Agreed. 15 years later. And it's criminally underwatched. Actually, the title of this video is misleading. You won't necessarily win every time. You just expect to win each time, since it's impossible that you will lose. That's not the same thing, though, as saying that you will always win. But the good thing about probability is, thank you for this. Yes, in the end, the house always wins. And you're the house in this game. If you base your tricks on probabilities, using always is pretty much a no-no. Tell that to the casinos or the banks that loan them millions. I suspect they always come out ahead on each of the games they offer. I'll throw you a heart. I lost $10,000 on this. Thanks a lot, Brian. I tried to warn you. Pew, 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 pew. Got it. Ah, easy one today. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right on. Look at this. You guys want to see my new trick? It's called, I don't think there's anything on the agenda. Let's see. Let's check the agenda. What I have is, okay, let me jot this down. A secret pitch that I can't show you. Notes for the final World's Greatest Con that I can't share with you guys. What else? Secret Zooms that I can't share with you about major deals. Oh, what's another? Oh, that's right. A podcast. I can tell that one to you. A podcast with Joe Diamond. Let's take a look at Joe Diamond's thing. Oh, updates on the scene. So right now, I believe tomorrow, Ryer's headed out for a really big niche convention where he has figured out that he has a very particular set of skills And there are a number of high-end enthusiasts in a particular pocket of a particular fandom that pay extremely good money for extremely detailed work. And he encountered what the competition looks like and found out that he can crush them. And so he is off to go plant a flag and build a cottage industry and be the number one in his domain. I'm really excited for him. But, so anyway, I'm laying off telling him to, wait, but instead of that, why don't you drop everything and work on a speculative bet with Brian? So I'm giving him space on that. But Joe Diamond's podcast is called, let's do this, Joe Diamond Podcast. Joe Diamond Live. The Mystic Circle. That is the one. Where's Mystic Circle? Videos. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna be on.
All right, welcome back to the Mystic.
Hold on. That's what I'm gonna be doing later today. I'll be on the Mystic Circle. So eventually you'll be able to watch this interview with Joe Diamond. Joe Diamond, who did an excellent trick most recently that's crushing it on the Scam Nation channel. In fact, I need to pick another short. I've been light touch on the shorts because... Here, let's scooch this around like that. Sorry, guys. Here, we'll scoot that down. Oh, this is great. I think we finally have analytics to peek at on this. I need to pick another short because look at that. 111, 207 to 111%. It's everybody's just watching. And look at that stayed to watch. 81%. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Let's see. Yeah. Engagement, 82%. In fact, let me get the up to the minute ones. That's pretty big. That's a pretty big one. I'm going to let that guy cook for a minute. But I got to get my next one in the wings ready to go. By the way, I got permission from Josie to, if not advertise her channel, at least not deny it. Let's see. Going to analytics, taking a look at the latest, and then we will, this is what I wanted to check, is the current engagement up to the minute. Hot damn. Look at that. 84.9 people stop to watch it. So 85% of people engage, and then the average watch time is more than 100%. I think it's wait. Yeah, it's got to be. I wonder what that shows up as. Let's see. Stayed to watch 85%. Average view duration 26% or 26 seconds on a 18-second video. So yeah, that's 150% average watch time. Not bad. I expect this feller will stick around for a bit. So that's exciting. Good deal. What else is on the agenda besides everything I just said? There we go. Perfect. All right, guys, I'm going to get to it. If you guys watched Great Night, you know that Justin had me dead to rights. It's easy to keep on putting on a show, but I got to get to other stuff. Oh. Are you able to compare to others I bet your watch is 100%, but people probably don't rewind cord killers much. Yeah, there's just different rules. We can go over the difference between lives versus posted videos versus shorts. We'll get to that. Oh, I still haven't. Oh, I do need to pick a title. Okay. What did we like? It was something Symphony. Kaiju Symphony. Yeah. Kaiju Symphony. Symphony with dry ice. Creating a Kaiju Symphony with dry ice. That's awesome. Or compare your view patterns versus other streamers. Yeah, that's all stuff I could do. I mean, ultimately, the big thing is all of the live stream stuff. We know that the easy button or the reliable button is to be highly divisive and get people riled up and angry, which, you know, I don't want to chase best practices to get ahead in highly divisive modalities. I play the evergreen game, which is why I'm allergic to drama and all that stuff. Yeah, YouTube analytics is kind of its own language. We can spend some time going over all that stuff in a future episode. Yeah, if you guys want to make a file, I'll print it on our 3D printer. If you guys want to make sunglasses, I'll print them out. Just email me a link, brian@schwood.com. All right, beautiful folks, I'm going to wrap it up early because I got real grown-up shit to do. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Isn't that great?
Whoa, that's a great idea!
I thought so. So long, beautiful folks.